beautiful friends, and welcome back to my garden. My name is Lynette and I garden here in Circleville, Ohio. We're in a zone 6A, 6B. And today what I want to do is work on this section of my garden here. It's the fountain garden. My goal is to get all my Incrediball hydrangeas pruned back, and I want to show you how I do that. And if I have time, I would like to trim up my dense yews that I got going around the border, just slightly, give them a nice little trim. The yew on the corners to be kind of in a circle shape, and the ones in the middle to be kind of rectangle. Eventually they'll get there. It's just taking them a little while to get there. Then I want to all the debris out and mulch it, and maybe if I have time, try to get my fountain hooked up. So come and join me because it's glorious out. It's cold, but it's sunny. So we're about, I don't know, we might be 50 degrees today. Here's going to be a little closer up view of what I'm working with today. And I also wanted to show you how pretty the daffs look. Just kind of coming up sporadically. Got some going down there. And so these are the yews I was talking about that I have going around in a rectangle. And I have not trimmed them up yet this year, that I would like, or ever, that I would like to trim them up slightly to start getting them shaped the way that I want them. And then I have 6 Incrediball hydrangeas that are flanking the fountain. The tools that I'm going to use today are going to be my Falco pruners, leaf blower, and possibly my trimmer if I get to the yews. Okay, I think what I first want to do is just go and get all the, I'm not even going to really pay much attention. I'm just going to get all these heads off. It just sort of makes it a little bit easier. Get them out of your way so they're not poking you in the eyeballs. Okay, so these Incrediball hydrangeas are an arborescence hydrangea, or they call them a smooth hydrangea. There's also an Annabelle that goes in this category, and I believe the Invincebelle go in this category as well. This is a category that will grow on new wood. You can really cut these back, you guys. You don't have to be sensitive like with the macrophylla hydrangeas. So we're gonna cut these back. I want to keep like some of the really strong stems maybe a little bit longer, but this is the second year of these in the garden. So what we're gonna look for is dead, damaged, diseased, and what I want to call dangly is these little dangly pieces. So if the 4 Ds is what I call it. Okay, so we're just going to start. I'm going to get rid of, oh, that's just a broken branch. Okay, so I want to go through and I want to get rid of any like weird little spindly pieces. And I also want to get rid of crossing branches, which is going to make me sad because that's 2 of my biggest ones, but we got to get rid of it. So we're going to come down here, cut at the base, get rid of that crossing branch. Okay, and now we want to get rid of any really thin branches, which I only see this one here, and that's a dead one. We'll just cut that off there. Okay, I wanted to show you another. See how these 2 branches are hitting each other, and you can see where it's getting damaged right there. So I'm going to choose one of these, the strongest one, and cut the other one back. And go all the way down to the base as far as I can get. Get rid of that one. And I'm not seeing any dead, so we got rid of the dangly. There is no dead. I don't see any damage, and I don't see any diseased. So now we're just ready to prune. Okay, so see where the new buds are forming right here? That's where you want to make your cut. So I have a few choices. I can go here, which won't be very much, there, or the third one down. Not sure what I want to do here. I think I'm going to go for the second, maybe the second layer, and see where we're at. I do want to try to start shaping this into like a hourglass. So we will see if I can do that. So right above this set of, but I think I'm going to go here. This set of buds, I'm going to go ahead and make a cut. And on this outer one, I'm going to go a little lower so it can have kind of that shape of a vase. Okay, so I think that might be it. Okay, so I made the cuts and I kind of got it shaped up decent, I think. I'm thinking about bringing this one down, maybe one more. And then what I'll do is I'll clean out the leaves and I'll do some blowing. And this root right here is coming up, so I want to get it covered up. I got some mulch today. And we'll try to get these fertilized as well today. I'll show you one more. Get rid of your Okay, so while pruning, we're going to look for dead, damaged, diseased, and dangly. So this is a dangly. So we'll go ahead and cut that back. That's a dangly. That's pretty dangly. This right here is a piece that's dead, and I know that because when I do that, it comes right off. So we're going to go down and get that off. I think I'm going to do the same with that one. This one, you can kind of tell the dead ones. Get rid of that dangly one. Okay, and so while we're in here, see a branch crossing. See that crossing branch? So we're going to come down here and get rid of that. And I do see one more crossing branch right here. I think I'm just going to take it down to there. And so we got the dangly, we got the dead, and now here's a damaged one. The wind blew this one over. And so we want to take this back. Can you see that? Where this is damaged right there. So we'll take it back to this next bud. Right there. Okay, so I'm not seeing any diseased. None of them look diseased. So I think we're just going to start pruning. I'm going to try to, keep it around the same height as the one here. So we'll just go down to where you see a nice set of buds coming. I think I'll probably get rid of this one. It's pretty thin. That one's crossing, so I'll just go ahead and take that one out. And we decided to take Rosie on a little walk. She's a wild girl, everybody. Looking a little harsh, but I'm fairly happy with how they're looking. I have a funny story. We have a lot of cats in our neighborhood, and this one back here, when I planted it a couple years ago, it was probably the smallest, but when it started to bloom, the cats would come out here, the kittens. It was really cute. I wish I would have gotten it on video. And they would come and swipe their paws on, I don't know why, on this particular hydrangea. And so this hydrangea was tattered for the first year. And but it still has the green, and it still has some buds coming up. We got 2 limbs we're working with, but I'll take it. Okay, the next are trimming up the yews. Okay, so I want to start on this first nice big one right here. What I did was I bought bigger ones. Sorry, the train's going. Bought bigger ones for the corners. And I have one that died back there, so I'll have to replace that. But I want to start, what I'm using is my Ryobi trimmers. And this is just going to be the very slightest little bit of a trim for its first haircut. Here we go. Wish me luck. All right, with trimming, you got to know when to fold them. Okay, so just the slightest little haircut for these guys. These are about 3 years old, and they're mainly in part shade. So they're taking a little bit of time, to get going. And I think I'm going to have to replace, because these are really, really shaded back here, which Yews are supposed to do good in the shade, but I think I need to amend the soil a little bit more back here because I have a feeling I'm going to have to replace this one and that one there. But my goal is to have an entire rectangle, you know, around this fountain. I almost forgot. I want to put some plant tone on all my hydrangeas. I might sprinkle a little bit in on the yews too. But I want to do this before I get the mulch around the base. I'm just going to grab probably like a cupful. And when you're doing your fertilizer, you want to go around the drip line. So where these are coming out, how it would naturally drip, because our plants are shaped like this, but then they're also shaped like this in the ground. Our roots are going, you know, at another angle. So we have roots all the way out here. So we want to be sure to, you know, go all the way around your drip line. And then just kind of scratch it in. But I mean, the rain will get it down in there. And that'll do it. Well, we got it done, you guys. I did not do the fountain. I'm going to wait for my husband to help me because he's got to help me get an electrical cord out here. And I think there's a leak. So this is going to take me a little minute to figure out. But thank you guys for joining me on my garden, you know, my hydrangea garden. I hope that this has helped you guys, because hydrangeas can be a little bit tricky, and I for the longest didn't know how to prune and what to prune and how far back. And that if you have a Incrediball, an Invincebelle, or a Annabelle, you can not really mess those up. You can take them back way shorter than what I did. Just when you're cutting, cut up above a nice healthy node and you should be good. So go find a hydrangea to prune today and go find your passion. Thanks for joining us.